Yo, 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 we back with another one. Welcome to From the Outside In, locked in with your boy, AP the Boss. And you already know I got Brody with me, the one and only Bert Coleon. And then we got the most reviewed. They always requesting that boy, man. You know we had to bring him back, man. We got that boy, Mozzie 700 on him with him, man. What it do?
What it do, fam? Back for another one, man. Let's get it.
Already. Coleon, how you feeling, bro?
What they do, man. You know, I'm always blessed and highly favored, man. Let's get it. I'm on episode 8, man. We taking off.
Woo! 8. What? Time fly, I tell you, dog. For real, though, man. But shit, let's get it, man. Glad to be back with y'all boys, man. We're going to start it off how we normally do it, man, with inside reflection, man. We're going to just take a second, man, and just everybody get their mind right. Think about, man, how you feeling inside, everything going with you, man, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything like that. But, man, I'll start off with me. I'm feeling good, man. I'm in good headspace right now. And staying busy, working, you know, trying to do the best I can out here, man, to make the day, to make yesterday better than that, make yesterday better than the next day, man. So you already know how I'm coming with it, man.
You already know, man. It's me. I'm just keeping my head above water, nigga. You know what's going on, man. Taking shit a day at a time, bro. Ain't nothing major. I want to do this shit small to a giant.
That's right.
For sure, man. You know, I'm coming in, dog, feeling ready. My headspace together, you know what I mean? From what I hear, man, you know, they was feeling that last one, so I'm ready to drop it on them again. Straight like that.
What? Talk to him, cuz, though. What you dropping on them today, cuz, man?
What you feeling like today, Mazza Trying? Oh, man, you know, man, I'm feeling great, man. You know, it's a great day, man, to bulk up. It's a great day to you know, tap in and get your mental right. If you want some money moves, if you want, you know, just some fly shit, nigga, just wherever people want to take it, dog, we can go there with it.
That's a fact.
Ain't no question, man. You know, we get it to them live in effect right here, man. Uncut, raw shit.
Check it out.
Whole 36, nigga.
Yes, sir. That's what time it is, man. Everybody know when they come to this Locked In podcast, man, they coming to get straight up good energy, man, good vibes, bro. They coming to get some good game, man. So we trying to make sure we spilling it all over the place for them, man. Let them soak it up like sponges, you feel me?
Damn right. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to this shit too, man. It's real, man.
Matter of fact, I got a quick, man. How y'all feel about everything going on in the world right now, man? It seems like we in a weird space, just as a country, just as an economy, everything, man. Like, how y'all feel about this shit that's going on, man? We at war, so to speak, bro.
Man. Go ahead, cuz. Yeah, man, from what I can see, bro, you know, it's 2 or 3 ways you can look at it. You feel me? In some countries right now, man, they getting bombed out, people waking up, beefing and shit, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of geopolitical, you know, wars going on and everything like that. But from my perspective, if you know, like I know, it's just an opportunity to get your money right and hop in the market and power up for real. Because one thing I know, man, is when shit going on like that and tensions get to rising, especially, you know, against nations and all that, there's always an opportunity to come up somewhere. So, you know, hopefully I can help people, you know, point them in the right direction on, you know, where it'd be a good time to be putting your money at right now. Or maybe it's the time for you to stack up and get ready for the next fall. Just all depends on where you at with it.
That's real. If you could give somebody right now, man, just something slight, bro, where you think the money leaning right now, man? Because I know this shit affect a lot of the shit, you know, in the economy, man. But like, what's something moderately safe that you would just recommend right now? You know, just if it was a younger person hearing this, you know.
For sure. So what I'm seeing, man, you know, I like to, first and foremost, man, one of the principles that I follow, bro, is I follow the money, okay? And what that means is I go wherever the institutional money is flooding into, because that's what's going to be the next move that powers the returns for the market. And when I say the market, I mean the stock market.
Right.
So for me, man, from what I'm seeing right now, man, a lot of money is moving out of the energy, which was previously trending up, like the gas and the oil stock, and it's going back into tech, technology. So we back on that whole bull run as far as like the AI development story, the tech wave. What you think of? No, I say you talking about the little tech wave. Yeah, the tech wave. Exactly. Yeah. Now the energy's still gonna do well over time, but from what I can see, man, since the whole thing with the Iranian war kind of settling down, people are now starting to pull back on the whole energy and oil and gas sector, and they're flooding it back into technology.
Right.
You know, like I know, man, you know, technology is always going to be the best move, really, because that's the future. So
I feel, yeah. But I'm just gonna piggyback on what you said, cause I feel like they pushing that. They really was trying to get everybody off of the tech movement. You feel me? Cause that bitch was running for a little minute before that war started. You remember? Cause and then once the war started, that kind of switched lanes. And it kind of made people kind of like I see that it was kind of losing grounds in that lane right there for a little minute when the war started. Cause I guess the market was kind of like unsure of what was going to happen or whatever.
Right.
It was, and I'm a first-hand witness to that, cuz, because just between me, you, and the audience, man, like, a nigga lost major bread, bro, in my technology sector of my portfolio.
Yeah, that's what I heard, cuz.
Still trying to bounce back, for real.
Yeah, I was looking at that, cuz.
So, you know, I've been kind of sticking with it, man, but I done took some major L's, dog, coming into this year, bro, ever since October. Niggas taking loss after loss, because I was on heavy technology. Exactly what oil and gas was going to boom like that, but from what I see, man, you know, it's starting to trend back to the technology a little bit. People starting to go back into it, but it may not be all the way.
But I believe it's gonna get back to it, and when it do, it's gonna have a bull run type move. You feel me? Because when it do jump back, you feel me? That bitch is gonna soar for real.
That's a fact.
And one thing I do want to plug the listeners in on, man, if you don't know nothing else, bro, buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin probably finna take off again too. It's been moving kind of like sideways for the last few months. And if you notice it now, if you look on the chart, Bitcoin's starting to get a lot of volume and it's starting to pick up some momentum. So
getting a little steam back behind it again.
And I think it's low price to the point.
That's right. And I think it's going to accelerate past that run, that high point where it was at before then, cuz it's going to soar past that. When the next run when it go on, that bitch going to soar past that.
And see, that's real good information and good knowledge, bro. The viewers need to hear this type of information, bro, because nowadays the media is only publicizing what they want the people to see and hear. You know, they're not talking about the direct impacts, you know, on the economy and things like that. You know, they just want to talk about the price of milk and the price of, you know, bread in the store when it's deeper than that, you know. So tell me this, just the topic while we on the war, how do y'all feel about that draft proposal that President Trump just, you know, put into play?
Talking about with the people, the 18 to 25 shit?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's gonna come around that they gonna try to do that, bro. But because I feel like all countries is trying to implement that back in.
Right.
So without that, they'll be left out. You type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like everybody trying to keep up with everybody right now as far as how shit going and shit. So I think eventually everybody gonna bring back the draft for real.
Right.
When it come down to it. Or either that shit might just get eliminated all the way around the board. Motherfuckers might just be like, man, fuck the draft. We just renegade.
And that would be the bigger question. How would they police it? You got millions of people saying fuck it. How would they stop it? You know?
They can't. That's where it's gonna turn to a civil war, bro.
Yeah. And that's the last thing we need right now. Cuzzo, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, man, when it comes to the draft, bro, I think a lot of times the president, they didn't mention that, but I ain't never really seen it implemented, at least in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Man, you know we got that.
But I think we in the age now, bro, where we gonna see a lot of shit that we ain't never seen before. You feel me?
We seeing it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You just in that age now as well. Shit that we wasn't normally seeing before is gonna be shit that's just being revealed, bro. You know, they always saying we in the age of disclosure. So a lot of shit being put in our face now. You feel me?
And that's just a greater opportunity too for them to spread fake news and these hidden agendas.
Exactly, and spin you whatever way they want you to go, because they know a bitch gonna piggyback off of whatever narrative they throw out there and run with that bitch.
And that's a fact. And it's crazy because at the end of the day, who really profits from this war, man? Who really profits in the end of the day?
The elite.
Because I know the countries spending billions and billions and trillions to fight these wars. So where's their return come in at?
Exactly. It's got to be the return of the natural or the resources and shit, the little areas.
Because resources were more than money.
That's right.
Money, you put a cap on, you could print more. Resources have millions of years to develop the minerals and shit, you know? So I feel like the war, the only people that actually profits from it is like the defense contractors and shit like that. You know, the ones actually getting these big who they spending the millions with. You know, private arms dealers and shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like only the big royal family, the bitches who sponsoring it for real.
Yeah.
These are the only people that tapping off of it, the motherfuckers who sponsoring it. You feel me? When you look at the bigger picture.
That's real. So tell me this.
Yeah.
I got a question for all y'all, man, for both of y'all. And then the viewers, I want y'all to leave a comment with what y'all think y'all answer would be for this with us talking about the war. So tell me this. Is the U.S. protecting freedom or are they protecting power? And we talking the global aspect. We talking the bigger picture of this. Is the U.S. protecting freedom? Are we fighting for freedom? Or are they protecting power? Are we actually trying to remain the strongest nation in the world?
I'm gonna chime in first. I personally feel like we trying to keep that power. You feel me? Like,
okay.
You know, shit, everything running off right now. The only thing we keeping us in power is the dollar. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, and military.
That's right.
So you know how that shit is, man. I feel like it's a power struggle. At the end of the day, everything revolving around power, bro. So it's a race to get the all the tech, the AI shit. It's a race to rare earth minerals and this and that and different things like that. Because you need all that different things to be able to run your air defense system.
That's right.
You feel me? Like them AI chips that they got the Palantir, whatever that shit, Palantir, whatever the fuck that name of that shit is, they make. You need that shit.
That's real.
Man, they need all that for the air defense system. So
that's right. It all works hand in hand.
It's all hand in hand.
Cause what you think?
I feel like.
Oh no, my bad, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you good. But I feel like as the U.S., we trying to corner off territory and shit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to build so we don't get. You know what I'm saying? We don't end up losing.
That's right.
We don't end up being caught left behind. So that's why Trump doing all these different things for us. Oh, we're going to take Venezuela. We finna go over and try to get Cuba. We're going to go over. We need Greenland because he understands the bigger picture. We need these spots to stay in power.
Along with him renaming the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America for territorial purposes for war. We own that water now. That they can't come from that angle no more.
And that's really the bigger picture, bro. That's what it's about. That's why he want all them different areas, bro.
That's right.
You feel me? So you can cone off this shit. Okay, we know they can't attack us from right here. We got people over here. We got people right here. You know they got people everywhere.
That's real. That's real.
In these high resource areas. And it was something I was just gonna touch on, bro. What I heard. Damn, you can let Cuz chime in though. When I think about it again, I'll bring it back to to the flow.
That's real, Mozzie. So what you thinking, Mozzie? Is the U.S. protecting freedom or they protecting power? Because bro just laid a good foundation, bro. What you thinking?
Yeah, I'm with Birdie on this one, man. I think they protecting power for sure. This shit ain't never been about freedom, at least from my perspective.
Keep it real. That's blood raw.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, bro, for, power change hands at some point, We never know, man. I feel like we're the strongest, but at the end of the day, man, like, you got to decide what war you're going to fight. You're going to fight the war on technology. You're going to fight the war on bombs. It's a bunch of different strategies that I believe all these countries kind of got an edge on, that they got their expertise with. You feel me?
That's right.
We may be the most powerful military, but, China may be the leaders in technology. Russia may be the leaders in firepower.
Now, let me piggyback off that's the exact moment where you at right now. That I'm not gonna give my take on the question because I'm in agreement with both of you all. That was my ultimate. I know we protect the power, but with what you just said right there, my question my part B to this question is this. Who's to say and how are we judging this? Who's to say that we are actually the strongest nation in the world? Because if you think about it, don't you think China people telling their people we the strongest nation in the world too? The Russians telling their people we the strongest nation in the world. How do we know this ain't no fucking propaganda that we've been getting taught all our life that we're the strongest nation in the world? Like, duh, everybody gonna fucking say that. But what do you think we judging this off for? What's y'all spin on that?
They judging it off of. I feel like they judging it off of power for real. Far as what move, what you know what I'm saying? What currency moves? What different areas of power. So right now, everything moving off the dollar. So of course, right now we in power. You feel me? But
nah, bro. I beg to differ with you on that, bro. We not moving off the dollar. The dollar actually losing value every day. We actually we doing these strategies because we need natural resources now. The dollar for us is just now basically going into extinction. That's why Cuz saying we need Bitcoin, because that's a whole nother set of currency that the world finna start running off, because of the fact that that dollar is just paper at this point. You know what I'm saying?
No, but what I'm saying is the dollar as of currently right now, that bitch still running off of that motherfucker. Bitch
Right.
still paying for oil and shit through the dollar. So that's what I mean by when I said you still running off the dollar. You feel me?
I thought NATO. I thought if I'm not, I don't know if it was NATO or who was it. I thought they changed that when Trump got into office. I thought all them nations pulled out from using our American currency now, and they using some other currency, and Trump don't like that.
Nah, that's Russia.
Oh.
Russia. You had Russia. You had China. You had South Korea. It was like 4 different countries, bro, that came together and they
Okay.
started their own little shit where they trade amongst each other.
Okay,
so they
gotcha.
don't have to, but they still have to use. You still have to come see America at the end of the day. For
Okay,
real, for real,
that's
bro.
a fact. I got
feel
you.
me?
I got
Because
you.
we still, but people saying, oh, they saying this is something. This is what I want to bring their attention. That I found out that they say that this is an ultimate card that Trump trying to play. Okay, they say everybody thinks that, okay, because of that Strait of
Hamas, yeah.
closing, right? You know that's 20% of the world's oil.
Or it come through that little canal, yeah.
Okay. It's certain countries like China and a couple more that depends on that. Like they heavily dependent on that.
That's right.
So without that, that's gonna fuck them up. You feel me? But they say this is what Trump doing. Everybody saying he's crazy, but they say he's doing this in order for everybody to come back round and need America, because they say we have a bunch of oil reserves. You feel me? That we don't really need it like that, but other places do.
Right, because that's they primary source of transport for oil.
Exactly. So they say they say that they feel like Trump doing this here, that it could be a brilliant move. You feel me? He thinking like 10 steps ahead with this move that he pulling. You feel me?
That's
by,
right.
by the shit that he doing, that it could reverse it and make everybody dependent on American oil. You feel me?
Right, that oil that we just freshly got from Venezuela.
That's right. That's included, but all that together. You feel me?
That's real. Mm-hmm. And that's an excellent way you broke.
Like a grand, they saying it's like a grand scheme behind it. Like some people don't see the bigger picture. Everybody like, oh man, Trump, this doing this, that, and the other. But you feel me? This comes from a high level official. You feel me? That I was watching on YouTube that was explaining this, that brought this to my attention. You feel me?
No, that's real. That
true it is,
bro, no.
It sounds damn.
Bro, I've heard that same thing, bro. That same what you just broke down. I heard the same exact thing, bro.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the ultimate Trump card, so to speak.
Yeah. That sounds like some shit that he'll do. You know, Trump a motherfucker. Bitch be thinking, oh, this motherfucker crazy. What he thinking? That bitch have a whole nother
Let me say this before we let Cuzzo chime in. Let me say this, bro. I'll say this shit on record. People may not like Trump, right? And I'm not gonna say whether I support him or don't support him, but I'll tell you this. Through my lifetime, I'm only mid-30s. In my lifetime, what Trump is doing as a president, right? He's actually taking reign of what a president can do. What he's doing right now, it normally takes other presidents 10 years to their first regime starts it, the next regime comes in, try to finish it. You know, they're normally just signing papers and signing shit like that. What Trump is doing, he actually coming out, bruh, trying to put the U.S. in the best position, at least in his mind, whether the moves are right or wrong. He's actually saying, I'm the motherfucking president of this nation, and I'm about to represent us to the world. And I want you to think about this. Think about the other dictators of the world. North Korea's president, Russia's president. You get what I'm saying? We were scared of them. You know what I mean? As a country, they say what? Man, they crazy over there. They crazy. But guess what they saying about our president now? That motherfucker crazy. We don't know what to do. And think about this last thing. When you talking war, strategy, as in the world, is the crazy one the one you want to try? Or do you got to think extra hard about that motherfucker?
Damn right. That's the one you got to think extra hard about.
You feel me?
What you feel like, Cuzzo? What you think about this shit going on, man?
I mean, ask me a direct question about it. Like,
okay, I got
right there. You feel me?
Yeah. Let me see.
I tell me this. We'll just start from the beginning with that. Like, as far as the way of the world and the war and just the fact of these moves that Trump is making in an ultimate goal. What do you think about the sacrifice that comes in that ultimate goal that we just broke down? At least from the angles that we see it, you know, he's trying to control that, what is it? The Porter
Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, he's trying to control that and ultimately to funnel the world's need to the United States as a nation. But what do you think? What's at risk of loss? Because something got to be at the risk, you know.
Yeah, I feel like lives and shit, you know, bitches dying and all type of shit behind this shit. You feel me?
That's real. Cuz of what you think?
I think, man, it's gonna come at a loss of possibly even more freedom.
Damn right, freedom, man, everything for real. Ain't no telling what the sacrifice might be for this shit.
All these countries playing chess in some kind of way, and I know for a fact, like you say, man, you know, there's gonna be some losses and there's gonna be some wins in some categories.
Yeah.
And I think as far as what Trump got going, man, I think he playing chess for sure.
Damn right.
Nobody knows for sure exactly what he up to, but I know he kind of 2 steps ahead, and he know that, you know, I don't think he's willing to show our weaknesses yet. So who's it to say that it's minerals? Who's it to say that it's technology? I don't really know where he feel our super strength is, but for the longest, the U.S., our superpower has been entertainment and like, you know, we're one of the most captivating
brand
in the world. Everybody wants to come here, you know what I'm saying? And that's a major selling point for some people, you know what I'm saying? Just the idea that this is the greatest country and when it comes to opportunity to become somebody. But if we start going to war and this becomes a war zone, then that no longer becomes a safe haven for him to present the U.S. like the greatest country in the world. So it could change up at any point in time. Like we could be under a new regime and things could be different. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, if we do go to that World War III stage, the world's gonna look a lot different than we used to looking. You know what I'm saying? Like countries that used to be like considered third world may not be third world no more, based on their minerals and whatever kind of resources they have. Countries like India, you know what I'm saying? They may come up. Who's gonna be the benefactors?
Yeah, it's a shift going on, cuz. You know, it's a shift in power. The transfer of power is going on right now, bro.
For sure.
And we're talking globally, right?
Yeah, global transfer of power, globally.
That's right.
And you have the big elites going against their own people right now, you feel me? Because you got them old elites with that old school, old view of things, how they want to run the world. Then you got this new regime with these young gunners, you feel me, up and coming up under them. They don't really, you feel me, agree with how they, you know, the own way. So they tweaking it how they want to tweak it, and it's kind of like a back and forth of power with the position with people who in power. They back and forth on what they really want to do for real. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. I just think, man, this a time where everybody, if you believe in something, and all us, I know we believe in God, it's the time you just need to make sure you stand prayed up, because a lot of this that we speaking on, we got no direct effect on or can change or can alter. We just pawns in this big worldwide game that they playing, you know. So it's like when at that point, the only thing you can do is just get close to the man upstairs, because like I say, he the only one gonna be able to guide us and help us through this shit, bro.
Yeah. Man, how y'all feel about this shit that been going on? Oh, go ahead, cuz. I'm about to go.
You know, I think a good way to think about it is, I'm not anti-government or nothing, but I think as people, what we got to do as well is we got to start learning how to grow our own food, supply our own energy, provide our own water, build our own shelters. We got to be more self-sustainable and less dependent on government. Because if all this shit gonna be going on, one thing I know is that, you know, you still have the right to go out and, you know, and be self-sustainable. They can never take that right away, because this is God's land at the end of the day. So before they confiscate it all, people need to be trying to get together, man, buy land and learn how to live on their own and be able to govern them own selves. Because, like you say, all this shit gonna go on, and it may come a time where the country is the most valuable place to live at instead of in the city. Well,
yeah, right.
That's right.
Yeah, right. It's really like that now, for real, cuz. For real, a bitch want to be in the country, bro. Because for one, the city, bro, is too much going on, bro. Prices increase. Is everything high? Everything expensive in the city.
And if it come down to it, in the city, if it all crashed, the city gonna be the first place to fall.
Damn right.
that's just
I found out. I ain't know the city. They got the highest motherfucking light bills. They got the highest utility bill in Florida, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. GRU.
They been GRU done been sued several times. They got all type of lawsuits going against them. They protest them all the time. They price gouging, bro.
I already know it gotta be, bro. They killing people, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's just how it is nowadays, man. You just done got used to it, man.
That shit crazy, bro. That shit just a play dog nigga got to get fucked on. Cause that shit, I don't see nothing good coming out that bitch.
That's right.
Hey, for real, bro. That shit fucked up, for real, bro. I just be sitting back looking like, man, what? Like, what? How can a nigga prosper out that shit for real? Like, what the fuck?
Man.
Ain't no opportunity around that bitch, bro. You ain't got no
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Nah, that's right. But you know, with us being on the outside in podcast, bro, we gonna give them some game with that. I always tell people, bro, find something essential, bro. Find anything essential and insert yourself into it. I told people, everybody, our listeners know I'm in the car industry. Why am I in the car industry? Because everybody need transportation. Everybody. That's never going to stop. Because ever since they invented an automobile, people are going to need them. That's always. If the world ended right now, people going to need to be able to get around still. You feel me? Transportation.
Bitch gonna always need transport. That's just mandatory.
So I found me something that it sell itself. As long as I'm able to find the vehicle, it's gonna sell itself. People, like, it's always a person need one, you know. And it don't just pick cars. There's several different things that's essential. You know.
Exactly.
You know,
I was looking at that shit, bro, for shit like around that area.
Mm-hmm. And shit, I also run, as you know, bro, but for the viewers, I also run a homemaker and companionship service, you know, because of the fact that people are always going to get old. The world, and I'll give y'all some facts right now. The world right now, people are actually getting older by 32%. And I mean that to say people are living to over the age of 80. And what's inevitable about that is the older you get, the more the less self-sufficient you'll be, and the more you'll be dependent on caretakers or loved ones. But loved ones also have to live their life, and that's where my company come in as caretakers. So there's multiple things, you know, to get into to where you kind of control your amount of income, because you've made yourself a necessity. The world you've inserted yourself in how the world as we know it runs. You feel me?
Mm. What you think, Cuzzo? For sure, man. I agree a lot of what Cuz saying, you know, because you know you gotta be paying attention to like what humans gonna need regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Where the wave is at, and I think that's what's gonna win overall. That's why a nigga in the South in real estate. Cause
that's right. That's where the wave come from. That's where the wave come from.
You know,
real, you got to find that shit. Damn right. That shit ain't going nowhere.
For sure, man.
I like to tell people, I call selling cars, the car industry, is baby real estate. That's what it is. It's baby real estate, basically. Yeah, as in, cars are just very small pieces of property that move around. You buy it, you fix it up, you sell it. What's the difference in real estate?
I got a question for you, Cuz. Do you think that eventually we'll all be driving electric vehicles, or do you think there's going to still be a need for gas-powered and vehicles? What's your take on that?
I'll tell you this. I'll give you my take on it, and I'll give you the way the world see it. The way the world see it is, if you ask like I'm botching the word right now. Economy, not economy freaks, but basically the people that care about like
Go green, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you those people, they're gonna tell you, because it's inevitable, because the ozone layer is thinning and we're helping it by the emission and that type of whatnot. They'll tell you, but I'll tell you this, if we do make that transition, it won't be because of the go green people. It would be because the price of fuel. most people buy electric vehicles for the promise of not having to buy gas or buy less gas. You know what I mean? So I think the country will be more worried, even though they know that it's a proven fact. The more we pollute the environment, the ozone layer is gonna deteriorate and it's gonna get hotter to the point to where the earth is gonna melt, or the ice over in Antarctica is gonna melt, and we don't know what's been frozen in that shit for billions of years, what kind of viruses is gonna unleash into the ocean. So it is a need, but the world, the regimes, the president, they care more about the financial aspect of that. So they care more about the price of gas. They know that's more of a right now in our time zone or the next 50 years type of problem than to think about a 1,000 year problem. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my spin on it, but I'll throw this out there. I know Dodge was one of the first companies that said, all right, well, we're just going to go complete. After 2024, they went complete electric. No more Hemis, no more motors, no more gas powered vehicles. And after 1 year of production, they brought back gas powered vehicles. So what that tell you?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they, bro,
Man, like I'm gonna have like a few in my entourage. I might have a one electronic vehicle here there, but I'm gonna still keep me some gas around. You
Yeah, right. Cause I said, yeah, they gotta have that gas.
never know.
EMP electric shit go out. The grid go out. Then how you gonna run it? Your car in?
you dead.
Right.
Unless it's solar.
Right.
Solar technology, if it go dark, then you know you still good. But as far as the ones that got out right now, you dead in the water.
Yeah.
But that's why I say that's what you say, Coleon.
Nah, man, what your take is on this moon shit, man? What y'all think about this Artemis shit, man?
What that? School me. I ain't here.
You ain't up on the you know they just had this the Artemis.
The 10-day trip.
Shit that to go around the moon and back shit.
What about it?
Your honest opinion. Do you think they left and came back?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Do you think they actually went, or do you think is that actually a real mission, or you think that it's something deeper than that behind this shit?
I'll tell you this. To be honest, I don't know, but my take on it is this shit.
Yeah, this your take.
Yeah.
This is your take.
My take.
None of us know what's going on.
Facts.
I'm just figuring out what you think about it.
My take on it would be this, and I don't think it's too far fetched. I mean, it would take a group of 10 people. How many people went on it? It was 10 aboard.
Nah, I ain't see but shit. When they did the little shit on TV shit, I think I seen 3 dudes and 2 women or something.
Okay, yeah.
It might have been 6 people or something close to that.
So,
it wasn't that many.
So it'll take at least, we know the people that's the bigger picture people, right? We know the bigger picture people that's sworn secrecy for years before we was even born. But it would take at least 6 normal people to hold that big of a fucking secret to the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them people gonna retire and go be sitting in the office somewhere having to hold that secret. But I don't put that past the world. But my other thing would be this. The timing on it was weird to me. We in the middle of a fucking war. Why y'all sending bitches to fucking space talking about it? Like, that make me feel like that shit was a deterrent, you know?
Yeah. It was something to make you get your mind off of something. It was a spin move for real.
That's real.
I just don't know what the spin move was. Like, what was it? What was it hiding? What was it trying to take your attention off of? It was something that it was taking your attention off of for real. I ain't came up with what it was yet. It was a spin move in there.
That's real. And like I say, bro.
What you think, cuz?
I think, man, it's gonna take motherfuckers like Elon Musk who are kind of like outliers to really get up there and and do some shit or say some shit that they actually observe outside of government opinion. You feel me? Because all these projects seem to be fueled by, these entities that really the public really don't know for real.
Don't know who the hell it is.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take a regular motherfucker who just on some entrepreneurial shit, who got the money to do it, to go up there and really see if they conducting this research, if it's real satellites, going on, if the moon really like they say it is? Like, what's really going on these planets? Because, you know, if we just listening to NASA and the U.S. government, like,
oh, you gonna be lost. Yeah, you gonna definitely be led astray.
So it's like, you know, we can't go all the time to National Geographic for the information. Like, we gotta have some outliers that's willing to push the envelope and really, really go up there and see what it's about. And I think that's what these guys like Elon and Jeff Bezos. Because look at what Elon did when he got into the government. He started exposing how much they was overspending.
Yeah, they got his ass out of there quick.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take. I think in order for me to formulate a real opinion, I gotta see a real person who has a real public opinion to really go up there. Because, you know, when they releasing this information, like who wrote this article?
But see, to my
company, who's funding these?
My pushback on that would be, I mean, you got to think about it though. Elon Musk, yeah, he's an independent coming into that mix, but he got his own agenda, bro. He got his own reason for wanting to get in there, and I don't think it's gonna be to be this Robin Hood exposed to the, you know what I mean? I could be wrong, you know, but check this out. So check it out. So since we talking about Elon Musk and people of that caliber, shit, tell me this. Y'all feel like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, y'all think them type of the 1%ers, since they put themselves out in the public opinion and the public eye so much, do you think they really for the people, or do you think they each pushing their own individual agendas?
Go ahead, cuz. What you think?
I think to an extent, man, they are pushing their own agenda, you feel me? Because why else would you want to be a 1%er? Unless you want to have your own angle, you know, at the end of the day. So I feel like to a certain degree, man, they want to shape the world in their viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. I don't know what it is their agenda is, but I know if I had that much money, I wouldn't be listening to another motherfucker. I'd be trying to do what the fuck I want to do. So that's my take on it. I think they got their own agenda. So
shit, I feel like
whether their own agenda is to help humankind or not, that's to be debated.
Right. I feel that. What you think, Coleon?
I feel the same way cuz feel, for real. Right. I feel like the same thing. Like, you never know what the motherfuckers' agenda might be, and everybody got their own agenda. I feel like, cause why would they listen to someone else? Like, bitch, I got money too.
I feel like I want to be part of the 1%. I feel like I want to strive to make that type of money generational. But I think when I put myself in their shoes, I don't know whether I necessarily would care to be for the people or what. Because at that point, as long as you taking care of your community and taking care of your people that directly around you, I feel like that's all that matters in essence.
I feel like that shit gonna force you to make decisions that it's gonna be hard, tough decisions, you feel me? And some people might have to die. When you're a leader, bro, sometimes you have to make decisions like that.
That's right.
You feel me?
That's real.
And it be hard decisions, so some choices that you have to live with. And nigga really don't be knowing till you do it.
That's right. And like I say, I think shit, the 1%ers, bro, it seem like they keep everything so close, so tight to the chest, we'll never know their real angle, their real, you know.
You ain't gonna never know who all the part.
That's real. But shit, I feel like, man, we gave a lot of info. We might have opened up a lot of insight on just the state of the country right now, the state of the union. You feel me? And like I say, I think it's good for all people if you're an American, but especially for our black people that's in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be hip to what's going on in this country because no matter what, we built this country too. We're a part of this country. This is our country too. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to not get our information only from mainstream media and just try to keep your eyes open to what's going on.
Do your own research, man.
That's right. Mazitron, you got anything you want to input before we wrap up this segment on the wars?
Cause check this out.
Mm-hmm.
The people ain't gonna tell you everything. You feel me? You gonna have to go do your own homework about what's going on. Cause everything that's going on gonna affect you, dog. Whether it's gonna affect you or it's gonna affect your kids or somebody. You feel me?
Right.
So you got to be on point and be knowing what's going on. You feel me? Because, man, this shit is a lot of shit going on right now. And it's a time to be paying attention. If you ain't never paid attention before, you guys need to be paying attention to what's going on now. and be moving accordingly, man. Everything going up, food getting expensive. They running out of shit. They talking about they gonna run out of water, bro. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
I've been hearing bits and pieces about the water crisis.
Yeah, talking about it's a water crisis and shit, and saying that all the data centers, dog, they use water, and that's what everything running off of. You feel me? Like,
They say ChatGPT taking gallons and millions of gallons of water a day to cool that shit.
Exactly, you know what you're talking about. You feel me? You know what's going on.
Yeah.
That's right.
They say I saw a stat that said every ChatGPT command uses like 100,000 gallons of water just to input one command. So imagine daily how many times people using it. I'm guilty myself. I'm a ChatGPT, and I feel like everybody should be using it. But I mean, I don't know if that's at the sake and the expense of the world. You know,
that's crazy work.
Yeah. Mozzie, you knew about that?
But they use water. And you would think that because there's so much water on the earth that you could use that it wouldn't be a problem.
That's right, matter of fact. Good point. Because if we 70% water, how the fuck could that even matter?
But they say it's only a certain kind of water that you can use per se, or a certain way that you can treat it. It's a certain reason why it's a shortage on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
It could be fresh water they need or some shit. Like, ain't no telling.
Yeah. It's something to it. I forgot, man. I forgot exactly the whole everything, but it's something. It's something to it. Why?
But like I say, man, I think we taking the best step right now. We we encouraging the viewers, man, to just do your research out there, y'all, man. You know, don't just be blind to what's going on. Don't believe in the smoke and mirrors. Do your own research. Like I say, 90% of the time, you able to educate yourself and at least get yourself somewhat familiar if you got common sense on what's going on, and you can see and decide what's bullshit and what's not. So, like I say again, here on the podcast, man, from the outside in, we just want to make sure we trying to give some proper insight and try to just get people to enlighten their mind on just various situations we got going on in the world right now. But we're going to switch gears a little bit, close out that segment there. That's been some awesome games just anyway in the midst. But I want to lighten the tone up a little bit, man. Just lighten the vibe up, you know. We've been getting all serious. That serious stuff we just talked about, man. Real world spill. But, man, hey, check it out, man. Hey, Mozzie, me and you was talking off, all of us was talking off the air about the Cameron situation, man. What happened on Cameron podcast, man. Hey, and Mozzie, I think you had a question in regards to that, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, what y'all boys think about that? Like, you think that was AIDS? Because I saw it and I'm like, yo, man, you know, that looks, I mean, I can't believe he came on that man podcast and yanked him up like that. You feel me? It was actually a bad moment for Cam. Like, for niggas that know him to be, you know, kind of thorough, like, I don't feel like he responded in a way in which we thought he would, you know? So it's like, maybe it was staged. I just want to get y'all boys' take on that.
Well, I tell you.
Because.
Go ahead, brother.
Well, I'm going to look at it this way. I'm going to say, man, you know, sometimes, cuz, when a nigga up, bro, me and bro, we done touched on this shit like several times about sometimes you have to think for people, bro. When you position and when you got shit to lose and when certain things can go a certain way and you know you're going to take it this type of way and then you know what that action going to mean to. Sometimes, bro, it'd be better off to leave shit this way and handle it kind of like another way. You know what I'm saying? When niggas be thinking, you feel me? If you able to think that way, sometimes you can pivot, bro, and handle shit another type of way to defer the outcome. You feel me? So from not being or what it could have been to make it worse. You feel me? So that might be an instance where Cameron could have reacted and been like the old Cameron who we think he is or what we thought he was, but he reacting off a business type of, you know what I'm saying, move. Like, okay, this nigga that came on my show, put his hands on me. This nigga a wrestler. This nigga getting millions of dollars. Guess what? I could sue this nigga. I could get more money from this nigga. For real, for real. This nigga done did some stupid, goofy shit. You feel me, on my show?
That's real.
So, man, you know, you never know how. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you, I think that's a real good way to look at it, bro. And that's a good message that I think people need to probably take from that, if anything, because we do preach that a lot, self-control on here, man. You know, just because you a man don't mean you gotta show your mano y mano every time. Sometimes you can outthink another man and still win the war. But so let's let that marinate in with the viewers before I give my take on it. So What I think and what I know, I can't say I know for 100% fact, but I'll tell you this from me watching a lot of content. That shit fake, bro. That shit 100% fake. That shit is fake as all like those, and I can't believe, but this the catch though. Cameron and them not dumb, bro. They understand what it take to get a viral moment nowadays. That viral clip itself gonna make him money from today on to forever. And you gotta think about it. He picked a perfect person to do that with. A wrestler. Everybody know wrestling is fucking fake. You get what I'm saying? This ain't no difference than the Rampage Jackson situation where he slapped the streamer on a nigga slapped the streamer on his stream for like trying to holler at his girl. Like, you gonna get 1 million views in the short term span, and then people always gonna have that content to go back and reference. And you remember the time, and then you gotta think about it. They getting paid by engagement. You know how many people in them comments right now saying, some saying fake, some saying real, some talking about how can this happen?
They just need bitches talking about it.
Exactly. Because like I say, if that's the case, you know, I feel like I'm like, shit, it's easy to tell a WWE nigga, come in here and throw some fake punches. Like, even look at when he had the nigga on the ground, he threw a wrestling punch.
He did do some little goofy shit. I could, but see, on the clip that I seen, I couldn't really see, you feel me? I just seen his arms moving like,
yeah, bro. That's all they wanted you to see.
Beautiful, yeah. I just seen it like his arms moving and shit. And he ain't really do no extravagant shit for real. Like,
yeah, nah.
He just kind of like, you know, kind of had him by the shirt and kind of jacked him off a little. You feel me?
And Cam know I could just let Buddy pull me on cross safely. This is a fucking professional actor I'm dealing with. He could pull me across the table and this gonna go viral. And guess what? Cam has the rights reserved to at any moment say, even 10 years from now, bitch, that was a play. That's a fucking WWE wrestler. You think a motherfucker finna jack me up with all my security in my building? Nigga AB ain't do it.
I believe if he would have been for real, man, he got real homeboys, man, they probably would have got on that man.
Man, they would have stomped the mud hole in this time.
Ain't no way you would have came on that man's show and jumped on him, and they just been trying to pull you off and just stop you. Man, nigga, you already know what's going on, bro. How you gonna come? That's like your nigga coming on the outside in, know what I'm saying? Coming on the podcast acting like he finna get some straightening or something.
Saying he finna Jack Coley on up and snatch you across the counter.
Jack Coley on up. That's a no-go. At no time, at nowhere. For real.
Like a nigga finna come put paws on Mozzie or something, man.
So we ain't even having that. We ain't having that. Most definitely not.
That wild, boy.
For real, man.
But like I say, I think it got us talking, so it did exactly what he wanted it to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
But shit, in some more current news as well, hip hop news, check it. Hey, what y'all feel about Guwap, man? Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty, man. What's the word, Alex? Hey, cuz, are you in tune on that?
Yeah. I kind of been, catching a few of the headlines from the blogs and shit like that.
I think
see what's going on.
I'm gonna tell you my opinion since I brought this up, bruh. And well, really, Coleon brought it up off air, and we decided we're gonna speak about this on air. But matter of fact, Coleon, what's your question, man? Go ahead and set it up. Lay it out for us.
nigga pulled his Uno card just did. Boy, you a bad boy. But yeah, man, shit. Hey, man, that shit crazy though, bro. For real. Like, I feel it had to be. Like, it's a lot of little speculation and shit. A lot of people saying it's about his cousin Scar and how Gucci handled the situation, you feel me? By wanting to change back when the man died and all that. Then you got the man family acting like he ain't gave him no money. But he's saying he gave him like $30,000 and shit,
Yeah, he said that back then. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like just to sum that shit, bro, I feel like in essence, they wouldn't Pooh Shiesty, Pooh Shiesty did this because he thinking this the old Gucci he fucking with. He thinking Gucci finna keep this in the street, you feel me? He never in a million years thought Gucci would go to the police about this, bro. They wouldn't have never tried this. This wasn't nothing but how it is on the street. Niggas, the jack boys robbing the dope man because the dope man can't call the police, you feel me?
But that was a dumb move, though.
Cause this ain't that Gucci no more.
Like, it just was a dumb move all the way around the board, bro.
No, I'm not saying I support the move. Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, it's a dumb move all the way around the board, bro, because some people justify it as, oh, he should have let that man out his deal, but at the end of the day, bro, right is right and wrong is wrong.
That's right. Business is business.
And business is business, bro. If we got a contract, we got a deal, bro. You still got to withhold your end of the bargain. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's just keeping it clear. That's keeping it G. That's even though you know you got fucked, my nigga. At the end of the day on the deal, bro, you still just being real within yourself, bro, and keeping it clear though, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get your blessings for that shit.
And see,
you feel me? And not handling it that type of way.
That's right. And see,
he was finna blow anyway, even though the nigga eating off on. You feel me? Nigga, just get your money. Fuck it, dog. You just gotta grind hard to show that nigga. That's how you show that nigga. You still blow and eat on that nigga, even though you know he fucked you on a deal, my nigga, and he won't let you out. But the first thing you gotta do is try to approach the nigga like a you know what I'm saying, player, and be, hey, bro, what's up, man? What is gonna cost me to get myself out this bitch? You feel me, bro? I'm gonna make it like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. Because there's a way he could have handled it, bro. It's an actual, like, you gotta think about it. Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty is an LLC. It's not a name, you know. So you gotta first of all deal with that with your lawyers, bro. If Gucci got you signed under a $10 million deal that you signed when you was broke, but these new people bringing you 30 million because these are the throwing out alleged numbers. So they bringing you a $30 million deal. You could hit Guwap with the
So CMG?
Well, yeah, they didn't allege whether it was CMG directly or whether it was a label, because CMG take you to the label, you feel me? And they get they back in, but the label use their money. But the long story short, the label would have cut Guwap a check for 5 M's instead of the full 10 over time, cut him a check for 5, take that out of Pooh Shiesty, cut, you feel me? Pooh still walk away with 25 M's, you still got a net $15 million profit out of your old deal. So you could have, Gucci would have negotiated something, but you can't in your right rabbit ass mind think that you finna pull a Suge Knight like this 1997 or something and expect Gucci Man to keep this shit in the street when keeping in the street entitled this man losing millions right, and risking his freedom to get it back in blood.
Then he got his girl behind him, you feel me? Man, you know that nigga girl ain't going for that, and she smart, she on point, she like, babe, we finna call, I don't give a fuck.
Bro, they got enough million to move off the fucking radar and not worry about making money in the people's eyes who gonna call you a snitch, you feel me? You could go take them M's and go move and buy real estate somewhere else and go buy Roderick Davis.
Already what he doing. You know that nigga don't even really be on the scene no more. He ain't making ain't shit hot from Gucci.
Definitely.
What the fuck he making?
No, he's still able to walk into all these young trappers and up and coming artists and sign them based off his old image. That's what he doing now. But now he can't even do that no more.
But he not really putting no work in. And who he signed recently, all the people that he signed is either in jail, bro, or dead.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about niggas like Shiesty and Big 30 numbers, niggas like that.
But he ain't got Big 30.
Just like I say, just in general, he might not have been directly dropping music, but he still had his hands in the industry. But now after this, you can't do nothing after this in the industry with this on your name. Ain't nobody gonna work with you. You gotta take yourself to the other side now and work with people who don't care about this kind of shit like 6ix9ine did. He making Latin music and shit now. You feel me?
Yeah, right.
Cuzzo, what you think, Cuzzo, man? You know the Guwap we grew up on back in the day, man.
Yeah, I know it would have been a different case if it was the old Guwap. So we gonna give him that. You feel me? But end of the day, bro, Pooh Shiesty crashed out, bro. Like you say, dog. He definitely violated, my nigga. Cause you can't rule with an iron fist, bro, when it comes to business. You know what I'm saying?
You got lawyers for that.
Yeah.
And now, and listen, the young nigga Pooh Shiesty really just hustled backwards, bruh. Because the price it would have cost him to hire lawyers to go in Gucci office and buy his way out his own deal is finna be way cheaper than the price of his all-star defense team he just hired to represent him in trial now.
Exactly. They finna make shit.
Hey, all the way. He was thinking on a whole different level. And Gucci, you know what I'm saying? You know, Gucci did whatever he did. Niggas don't really know if he told, he cooperated, or what. But either way, that shit wasn't gonna end up good for him. No kind of way around the board.
Man, the nigga made a diss song and admitted he told.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, you was ready to go back.
Gucci.
I just felt like he crashed out.
Yeah, Gucci made a diss song admitting that he told.
Right. Man, Gucci Slick told.
Man,
that was his statement in that song. You just listen to it. That wasn't no song that was made to go viral or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga ain't doing nothing but talking in the song, really telling the story, bro.
Man, they got Guwap name in the paperwork already, boy. They say Gucci let him know everything, boy.
I don't doubt it, because he gonna do that. Because guess what? He on another level now. He ain't thinking in the streets no more. He thinking like on those streets terms.
I'm trying to tell you, man. But yeah, man, I think that was a good way to bring in a little bit of this inside game on them, bro. Just the fact that we already able to think as men, you feel me, and be able to move smart and just have the wayward thought process. So you got to see everything from all angles in life, bro. Everything, all angles in life. And we speak about that numerously on From the Outside In podcast, because if it wasn't for that, I don't think we'd be able to get a game in the knowledge that we got, because shit, who knows where we'd be right now if we didn't have our thought process and the way we move. But shit.
Yeah, right.
But like I say,
nigga bumping his head a few times and shit, different things to get, you know what I'm saying?
To get that knowledge.
Get that game.
For shit show. And we always trying to bring it to them, bruh, and just give it to the people. So we just want the viewers to know, man, y'all got to make sure y'all like, hype, and subscribe, man, and keep getting this good game, man. But before we get ready to get up out of here, man, I want to just see, man, anybody else, man, just got any words of encouragement. You know we like to try to leave it off on a good note, man, for the viewers at home. Just anybody got anything, man, you want to let the people know, man?
Yeah, man, you know, well, first and foremost, man, just keep your head up. Everybody fighting the battle, you know nothing about them. I don't know people's situation and who needs to hit their side, but your blessing could be on the end of the triumph that you're going through, you know what I'm saying? Just keep pushing, keep your head up, dog, and just know, man, it's light at the end of the tunnel. Everybody.
That's a fact, though. That's well said, for real, bro. I know it's people need to hear that shit.
Damn right. Well, you said everything I was finna say, for real. You took all the words out my mouth, bro, on God.
The great mind think alike strikes again.
That's right, boy. Well, yeah, man. But, man, y'all just stay motivated, man. Just stay patient, man. Stay humble. Your time coming. Keep trusting God, dog. Keep looking up, man. Don't never give up, man. Don't let motherfuckers beat you out your cool and all that flaw fake ass shit, man.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a lot. That's real coming from you, bro. For real. Just knowing what I'm saying. Your situation, you in that bitch, bro. So I know all our viewers know what time it is. They know that's real. Them pure words, man, coming from a real one.
Damn right, boy.
But shit,
that's all I try to speak.
Hey, man, shit. That the viewers appreciate it. And you know, I done always appreciated me and Mozzie for shit show, bro. For real. But shit, I'm gonna let everybody know, just make sure y'all just continue to just strive to be great at whatever you're doing in life, man. Don't never let nobody tell you can't do something, and just find something you want to do, map it out, and get that plan off the drawing board and get that bitch in action, dog. Cause like I say, tomorrow ain't promised, and procrastination is a broke nigga sport. So like I say, just always keep that in mind, man. But I like to thank y'all, man. You know, Mozzie, it's always good having you on. Coleon, bro, you already know when we get on the line, man, ain't nothing but a bunch of game getting kicked, man. This ain't the NBA though, but you already know how we rocking. But
yo, we kicking game and talking shit, man. That's it.
Already.
Yeah, man.
But yo,
shit talking.
for sure. But shit, man. Hey, it's been another one, man. We appreciate y'all locking in with us, man. From the outside in, your boy AP the Boss, Bert Coleon. Y'all know where to find us, man. Y'all know where to find us. Episode 8 done been epic. Got some good game in here. Making sure y'all opening up your thoughts and everything. You feel me?
Hey, man, y'all like and subscribe, man. We gone, man.
We out.